If you enjoy the Low Scale Gaming podcast, please leave us a like, review, and subscribe. Any feedback is welcomed, and I hope you enjoy the show. Right. Hello, and welcome back to the Low Scale Gaming podcast. I'm your host, Fantasy, and as always, I'm joined by Conan Jones. Conan, how you doing today?
I'm doing okay. I am glad it's Friday. It's the past 2 weeks have been kind of ridiculous.
As
But
in, i.e., we did not have a podcast up last week.
exactly. And now that I've said that, my group chat is just like blowing up from work.
Nice. Are you on call?
No, I was on call 2 different days this week, but now that it's Friday, everybody's like, "Look at my alcoholic beverages that I'm drinking because it's the weekend."
Oh.
So, how are you?
I'm okay. It's been interesting. I started my new job last week, and I've seen some stuff already that I can't really get too into, but I told you about it already.
Um,
But uh, it's okay. It's nice. It's mainly I've been working here at the house. I've gone to the office like maybe 3 or 4 times, I think, and the fourth time was like, "Hey, I'm sitting up here and no one's telling me to do anything. I
yeah.
could be at home right now, and the same thing could be happening." And that's what happened. And I went home, and my boss didn't say anything to me until Thursday, or no, till Wednesday.
There
And
you
it was
go.
just like, that was Monday that I went up there. I was like, I'm just gonna stay right here and chill.
Oh yeah,
But work on my modules that I still I have made 3 last the whole week.
yeah. That sounds about right. Those training things were so stupid. Like most of them were.
All of it's common sense.
Yeah,
Like
you just
I
have.
literally have been skipping. Like I'll skip through. I'm like, I should probably finish one of these, and then I just skip to the end. And you have to the annoying thing is you have to click through every single little thing or whatever,
Yeah,
and then you just click through it. Like right now, the one I did today was the protecting the workspace kind of thing, and like harassment things, and it was just like
we don't have
all
an
the
office to protect anymore.
yeah, right. That's one thing, but the other thing is just like uh, just keep your hands to yourself. It's simple as that. Don't make edgy jokes when you're not like you can. I mean, it's fine making edgy jokes, but make them at home. You're here to work, kind of deal. Like,
And it's sad that stuff
but
like that has to be explained in that way
because
because
we're yeah,
something's happened somewhere. I mean, obviously something's happened somewhere, but
yeah, it's stupid. But I've had some good times, like learning some stuff too.
um,
So it's been okay.
there you go.
All
So
right, let's go ahead and jump into our wait. Oh, we got cursing updates and slash changes. Conan Jones, what do you got with that in all caps?
Oh, yeah, I kind of just put it on there to remind ourselves about it. So last week you had asked if, or like about allowing ourselves to curse again on here.
Yes.
I am down with that. Like, I don't really
Hell yeah.
fucking care.
That
It's,
was Forrest.
yeah,
Well,
it was forced, but it's
hey,
still funny. But that being said, um, we need to somehow put the little red E next to the iTunes thing. You
make
know,
it explicit. That's a setting we have to change on SoundCloud. I think I can do that right now.
about to say because I don't. You're the one who set all that side of stuff up, so I'm not
I know.
really sure how all that does.
Let's see. Say so content. Explicit content change. All
Click.
right, there you go. It's changed,
Hey,
Conan.
we have a new setting.
Yep. Oh, I need to change the authors too because one, I'm not here, I'm not Ghostland's finest anymore, and Mage isn't on here anymore.
All right, we're just changing all the official things.
Mm-hmm. I wish there was like the categories we get to do for categories for our podcast is arts, business, comedy, education, fiction, government, health and fitness, history, kids and family, leisure, music, news, religion and spiritual, science, society and culture, sports, technology, TV and film, and true crime. So I put us under the technology one, but sometimes we don't talk about technology stuff.
Yeah, I usually put us under entertainment.
But there's not an entertainment one.
Ooh, maybe it's on SoundCloud that has the entertainment.
I am on SoundCloud.
Whenever I upload every week, I always put entertainment.
Okay. Well, okay.
I don't know. Maybe it has a different amount of sections on different parts.
Let's see. Yeah. You've been putting it as comedy.
Comedy, okay.
This one was entertainment. Okay, entertainment is on there. And we've been getting lists. Damn, we've been getting listens.
Hi, listeners.
Hello. Damn. Let's see our stats for the month. Let's see. What else? 30 days. Ooh, got up there. About like 200 almost.
All right, looky
Look at
there.
us go. We're going places. Probably like half of that's robots, but
Hello, robots.
Hello, robots. All right. All right. So yeah, we're back to that. That's fine. Major's not here to tell us what to do anymore, so he can go because he can't cry around anyways. All right. Let's go ahead and jump into our fails of the week. Conan Jones, what is your fail of the week?
So since we were not able to record last week, I still have mine from last week on here.
Okay.
Plus, so my one from last week I was just super behind all week, and just having to play catch up. It felt like all week, so that was not a whole lot of fun. I mean, not really anything else to report on that end other than just being annoying. But my one from this week, so like my birthday is coming up, so my wife was asking me like what I wanted for my birthday, and I was like, I couldn't really think of anything I needed, but I was like, I know I need to start replacing computer parts because I haven't done that in ever. I just the same parts that I had whenever I built it back in 2015 or something like that.
Yeah, you've had that PC for a minute.
Yeah, it's been a little bit. So I got onto PC Part Picker and was like, all right, let's see what things are pricing at right now. And computer parts are fucking expensive.
Yeah, they're
Like
outrageous right now.
Like most things are relatively normal, I guess, but graphics cards are insane.
GPUs, man, I don't know what the deal is with them.
Like, there's a little computer store down the road from our house that I stopped at the other day coming home from work. And I was just like, hey, this is kind of what I have in my brain. I know I'm needing to start doing this soon. I'm just kind of looking at prices. They had a couple 3060s. And he was like, okay, this is kind of what we got right now. The cheapest one up here is 1600. And I did a double take.
Damn.
And I was like, I don't need a second mortgage. Like,
yeah, I need a basic graphics card.
Yeah, I was like, you have anything lower on the price range? And he was like, well, we have this AMD 5500 here, and it's $900. And I was like, nope, I am not doing that. Like, sorry, bud. Down the road I go. But
granted, I wouldn't run anything by AMD anyways because they run hot.
Yeah,
I
but
hate like because that was that last PC that I had, and I felt like it just like blew up on me because it was just
it's always super hot.
yeah because it was running at like 70 solid, and
Yeah,
like that's it's not good.
yeah, it's definitely on the high end. But
Like mine's right now, it's like running a. I'm in World of Warcraft jumping around, and it's a like a cool 50,
yeah,
I think. Uh, anyways,
yeah,
yeah, they're crazy. I will admit, like I do not understand why things are so bad as they are.
yeah. I mean, I know it's all the microchip stuff going on, but because it's not really even COVID, it's there's like one factory in the world that makes these parts for stuff.
Yeah,
So it's and it from what I know or from what I think, I remember that it's just in China, and it's just like a bidding war over who owns the rights to like the mines where all the stuff is pulled from,
yeah,
and then getting stuff over there to make the chips. And they were talking about it on the news stuff I listened to in the morning, but I guess they're trying to make more factories here in the States and in different locations, but it takes years to build a factory that can make stuff like that. So it's like there's not really any real end in sight. So that's going to be
I,
like this
I'm
for a
glad I
while.
bought my PC at the start of COVID. It
Right?
was literally because remember it was my PC literally my old one literally died on me the first week of COVID. I remember,
Yeah.
and I was just like, no, holy shit, I cannot go through this without this. And then I had money saved back, and I didn't even, I bought like I bought a pre-built that was like still like pretty like good. Like I mean, it is pretty good. It's I've had it for a year and a half now, and it's been good to me.
um,
It's got a, I think it's got a 1060. No, it's got a 1660 in it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's got a 1660 in it, and it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it.
Because I even looked up because I know like you got your brother that one from that pre-built from NZXT, and I was like,
Yeah,
all right, he had a pretty good experience with that. Like, let's see what that's about. And the cheapest option they had started at like $1,300. I'm just like, guess he's not upgrading his computer anytime soon. Me.
I mean, but that's the full package, though. I mean, that's
Well, it's because they let you go through and like adjust what you want. And I was
yeah,
like, okay, give me the lowest tier of all of the choices. Take off the monitor, take off Windows, like,
yeah,
and it was still like $1,200 with no bells or whistles. It was just the only graphics card option was like $800.
crazy. That's double what it was when I got it from my brother. Because I got my brother the bare bone one, and but that was like for Christmas.
Yeah, I was like, I don't feel like it was that long ago that he got his.
Yeah, it was Christmas, like 6 months ago, 7 months ago. But and it was only like 800, I think, 700 or 800, I think.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, I'll just look at that and see if their prices are still normal, and they are not.
Wow.
So
I don't know what's going on with stuff, man. Like, I mean, I know you just explained it to me, but I still don't get it. Like, the whole like the shortage thing. You think like we'd have some fix to that by now, but
we would be smart enough to not rely the entire world's chip supply on one factory in a
yeah,
foreign country. Like,
yeah, exactly. Like that's
but it's cheaper to outsource. So thanks, Biden. Kidding. All right,
Jeez.
what you got
Well,
for a fail?
so I hate admitting this because I'm old, but so I got me and my brother these passes to Whitewater Bay and Frontier City here in Oklahoma City. Since we live here now, and I was like, we could go do this on the weekends. And it's only $50 a head, so it's you go 2 times, and there you paid for it on your own.
Yeah.
On top of that, it also came with a parking pass for free. So like that's the $20 parking pass that I don't have to pay every time.
Is the parking pass also good all season?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like I've probably almost made my money back, I think.
Just make it once and call it good.
Yeah, but so I went there for my nephew's birthday, and I was there from about 10 o'clock until about 3:30. And man, all I did was just sit around the lazy river. That's all I did was float around the lazy river, man. And then like my sister got there, and that's all we did was float around the lazy river. So I guess since I was underwater for such a long time, and I was cramping up really, really badly. Like I guess just loss of like circulation or whatever, like the blood pressure and everything. And man, if I didn't just like hurt both of my legs getting out of there, like I was like locked up, cramped.
Good Lord.
It hurt so bad. So then I was just like, you know what? I think I need to go home.
Yeah. That is not good. You feeling better now?
Yeah, Sunday was a lot of sleeping.
Yeah.
And just laying there and not trying to die.
It's probably a good goal to have.
Let's see, but this time when we go, then I'm not going to get a rental locker because I could keep everything on my little necklace thing. I bought a little necklace thing for my phone. I know we was making fun of it when we was at Slitterbomb.
Yeah.
But I got one and it worked pretty well. So this time, that's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm just gonna do that and then have my little Slitterbond box with my cards and my ID and everything, and then just put our towels on a chair. There you go. It's good to go.
All right.
And hope nobody steals our stuff.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a local, it kind of makes a little more sense, I guess, because you're bringing less stuff to the park itself. Like, if you are gonna leave, you're just gonna leave and go home. So it's like there's no point of bringing a full cooler of stuff because you can just leave.
And bring coolers in there.
Oh, okay. But I mean, that's you could at Schlitterbahn.
I know, which is really weird. But
so every time you lean back, it sounds really crappy.
Okay, I'm sorry.
There you go. We also need to look into finding a rug or some sort of stuff to hang on your walls because it's pretty echoey too.
I've been lazy about not unpacking my stuff. What? Go what? Jesus Christ! Go get the other one then. There's another one of these, I think.
Oh, yeah. That's the one that couldn't fit her, so that's the new one.
Let's go get the other one then. Who did it? Her or Vader?
Because Vader was laying on my bed the whole time.
Jesus Christ. Leia Leia doesn't like wearing her leash or collar or her harness, right?
Yeah.
And she has literally chewed it through the thing and broke it.
Heck yeah.
On both sides of it. So that
is absolutely what you want.
It is. Keep this in the podcast because then I'll share a picture of it on Twitter.
Yeah, I just took your brother's name out. That's all I marked.
That's fine. That's crazy, dude. Anyways, Slitterbond. We going to Whitewater Bay.
Oh yeah, it makes more sense to kind of have that stuff as a local because then you can just leave. You kind of bring less stuff into the park. So I mean, it just kind of keeps you from having to get a locker in the first place.
Yeah, that's how they get you, man. That locker was like Their little stuff is so man. The food there is so expensive. A little thing of like gross chicken nuggets or chicken tenders was like $15, dude.
Good lord. And it's like, nah, we're gonna run down the road to McDonald's and come back. Like,
Yeah,
that's dumb.
there's literally that McDonald's over there on Meridian that I want to go to the next time when I go there on Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go to the McDonald's and get something to eat, and then just uh, go over to Whitewater Bay because
Yeah.
that's bonkers, man.
Oh, I haven't been to Whitewater Bay since I was like your brother's age or younger.
Dude, we should go for your birthday. That's why I asked you.
Oh,
You want to
excuse me.
go do that?
Yeah. Sorry, I just like choked on my spit. Good.
You know,
Oh.
me, me and JoJo have been figuring out what stuff to do for you for your birthday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So then I've heard that stuff has been kind of hectic with your madre.
I will talk about that after we're done.
Yeah, that's why I did. That's why I was gonna say anything about it. But I heard about it.
Yeah, that's funny.
But yeah, it's okay. I mean, I know what to do better this time. But did you watch that video I sent you? The Kermit one showing his
The-
showing his,
The
his
cute
pickle.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I laughed at it. I said, ha ha ha.
Oh, I have been watching videos of that all day today. Ever since I sent you that, and there is so many of them, and you think just Kermit the Frog being on Omegle and just showing a cucumber as his dick being, it'd get old, but after 3 10-minute long montages of it, it is not.
It's still
It's still
quality
hilarious.
content.
There was one of them, and there was one of them where this is the funniest one. That these girls, well, I think it was like from United Kingdoms, was just like oh, can we take a selfie with you? And he takes a selfie with them, and then he's smiling and having the cucumber up at the same time. And it is the most funniest thing I've ever seen with something stupid like that.
God.
I was dying.
Excuse
Anyways,
me. I don't know
all
why
right,
I'm so
let's go.
hiccupy.
I don't know either. It's been pretty hiccupy. All right, just go. Dang, I'm doing something. Dang.
It's not like we've been doing this for like 3 years there, bud.
Right, like. Anyways, all right, let's go ahead and move on to topic one today. Conan Jones, you want to talk about my new job?
You got a new job.
I got a new job. I'm working for the state.
Yeah.
I'm working for the man.
Sold your soul to the devil.
Yeah, I'm also like doing the bare minimum work. Dude,
They're also giving you the bare minimum work, sounds like.
my supervisor seems like she's doing. No, she's really cool. Like I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm happy with the lack of load that I've had to deal with. Like
Yeah.
I've been getting done with my stuff and everything. I've just been getting it done at a pace that is acceptable, I guess.
Yeah. The lack of load at the beginning is very deceptive as to what the rest of the job actually is.
Yeah.
Because I remember everybody always told me, it's like, oh, enjoy this downtime, enjoy it being slow and quiet, because you'll miss it. And I'm just like, y'all, shut up, y'all are just stupid. Like, but nope, they were right, because then it gets crazy and it never stops, and you're like, damn, I wish I could have that first like 2 months of time back to not be swamped all the time.
Right? Like I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like that's the biggest thing is I want to go out and do stuff, but like
The downside of like you don't have people in the office you can just go walk over and say like, hey, you doing anything today? Like, hey, got anything going on that I can go with? Like,
and plus, you know what? I probably wouldn't do that in the first place because that's awkward as hell.
that's what I had to do. So
But that is beyond awkward. Anyways,
You know what this job entails, right?
that's different
How so?
because that's parents being shitty, and you got to take care of that. This is just being awkward with like another coworker, and just like, hey, can I come watch you be shitty to these? Or can I come watch you take these kids from these shitty parents?
I guess I'm lost on where the awkwardness starts on that.
I don't know. It's
A lot of my awkwardness has kind of gone to the wind doing this, having to flat out ask parents why you're raping your kid or why you're letting your kid get raped and not doing anything about it. Kind of kind of changes your mentality a whole lot.
holy fuck, dude. This took a turn. I know this is stuff I got to get used to, but holy fuck, that the fucking
Oh my god. Okay. So funny story. I think I've told you this, but I don't think we've talked about it here. So whenever I was in training, I don't just now that we're cussing made me think of this.
okay.
Whenever I was in training, they tell us like, hey, whenever you're talking with families and your kids are talking about stuff, you have to use the language that the kids use. So if they refer to their private areas as their penis and their ass, that's what you have to call it. But if they call it their hiney and their taco, that's what you have to call it.
Yeah.
And we had a guy in our group who was a youth pastor before coming to work with the state, and he was morbidly opposed to saying anything that was even remotely dirty or curse word kind of thing. And they're just like, it's what you've got to do, man, because you refusing to use the language that these kids are using, they don't know that the word they're using may be considered a curse word or may be offensive or whatever it is. That's just what they know.
Yeah.
And you're just kind of passing judgment on them and how they were raised and their surroundings based on what you feel is going on. So we had to have a lesson in class with all of the other people in training on cursing. So we all just picked our favorite curse word and just were yelling it in the classroom.
Fuck.
Dude, when I say that was the best fucking day ever, it was the best day ever. Like,
Dude.
it was, it was, and
Was this in core?
yeah, it was in core. So it's out of context, that sounds really weird and really dumb, but like whenever it's explained and you're having to make contact with these families and all this sort of stuff, like it
Yeah.
makes sense. Like you're already kind of the new guy coming in and disrupting their life and whatever they've got, whatever they've got going on. So it's just kind of one less thing, but I don't know, that will be something I remember for a very long time. So, what are you liking the new good job? I was like, you haven't really got to do a whole lot yet, but
Didn't like Wednesday going around just like hard labor. That sucked. Man, paper's heavy when there's 5,000 pieces of it in a. That's probably an understatement, but in a box, man, it gets heavy. Like,
yeah,
and then I had to go through and then like take the staples out and the paper clips out of it, and then I accidentally stabbed myself with a paper clip. So then I was bleeding on court documents. But nobody saw it though, so I just kind of like let it go because
yeah,
it stopped bleeding pretty quickly, but it was still like 2 pages. That top left hand corner is just like, oh hey, there's some blood there.
I'm bleeding.
But two out of probably a million pieces of paper that's there. I'll take that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's. It sounds like that was a let's find something to fill your void kind of time killer, but
It was. I didn't learn anything, and it was at the courthouse or what's at the court? Is that 55D thing? Yeah, I was at the courthouse.
Because I know there's a courthouse downtown that sometimes we have to go to, but most of our stuff is there at the Justice Center.
Yeah.
So
I'm hoping that I can do this stuff for a year or so and then get a job with my tribe
it's probably
or
fair.
a tribe, not even like my tribe, but just a tribe. Like the Chickasaws is a pretty good tribe to try to join, is what I was told.
Um, where's
But
Chickasaw based out of?
I believe in not Chickasha. It's southeastern Oklahoma.
Are they
Chickasaw.
in Durant, maybe?
No.
Because isn't Chickasaw the ones who have Windstar?
Yeah, but they wouldn't be. No, you're thinking of. No, I don't think that's Chickasaw. No, that's Choctaw that has that.
Check the Google machine.
That's what we're doing right now. They're in Ada.
No, Chickasaw is WorldStar. Windstar.
World Star.
WorldStar Casino.
How far is Ada from me? Oh, Ada's not that far from here.
It's like an hour and a half, maybe.
Man.
Man, would you go to the WorldStar Casino?
You know, where there's nothing but like fighting and like
Yeah.
stuff.
Just straight just fighting all the time. People having their like Razor flip phones out, making crappy
Mhm.
videos, and just everybody constantly shouting WorldStar.
You know where I would want to go though, because we haven't been in a while. I want to go to that Riverwind Casino.
That one time you and I went, it's the only time I've ever been,
Time where I won like $300.
and I was pissed off because I didn't win crap.
Yeah, I bought breakfast the next day and gave you gas money though.
See, I don't guess I remember that part. I just remember you winning a whole bunch of money, and I didn't win crap.
And then I think I bought my. I think I bought a. I think I bought a computer. I think I bought a mouse off of that. I think
Yeah,
that was nice. That was good times. You just go play nickel slots, man. Just put $20 in. Go to nickel slots. You sit there all day. You just be fine. It's fun.
ooh. I don't remember what I played over there, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, it's been a minute. But yeah, this job's okay. Job's fun. I don't get a paycheck until the 30th though, and so that's gonna suck. Because
Yeah,
I thought I was getting paid today, but
because
nope.
do I get paid on the 30th? Yeah, so normal payday would be the 30th. Because you started
Oh.
last
I
week,
started on the 6th.
the 6th. Yeah,
For some reason, I was just expecting to get paid every 2 weeks, but
yeah. Well,
which I think is a thing. But like,
because it is 2 weeks, but since you just started, you don't have enough
uh,
time for them to actually pay. Because I think they pay.
for what pay period started on the 6th.
Yeah, so like the 5th through the 16th will get paid on the 30th.
Yeah,
So it's
I
kind
wonder
of
if I'm gonna get paid for the 5th. I don't think I am because I started on the 6th. Like my start date is the 6th. I don't think I'm getting paid for the 5th.
yeah. You probably just got a 32-hour week.
That
If I had to
sucks.
guess,
That sucks.
because it was a holiday since we were closed that day too.
Yeah. But see, now I get all the federal and state holidays closed. Like I get like what? I get Labor Day off. Do you get Indigenous Peoples Day off?
Not that I can remember.
Do you get Columbus Day off?
Not that I remember. I've got the
Okay.
list. I've got the list of holidays on the wall at the office.
Next year you start getting that do we start getting that June 19th one off?
Is that going to be? I know it's a federal
Federal holiday.
recognized, but is it a everything's closed day?
Yeah,
Hmm. All right.
which is nice.
What date is that on?
I'll be
I'm kidding.
okay.
It's like it's in the title there, sir. It's in the name
I
of.
forgot what it was for. I think it's like isn't it like whenever like slavery was officially abolished, I think.
Dang.
I think that's what it was, but I'm gonna go look it up.
Yeah, have to Google it real fast.
'Cause yeah.
Because
Oh,
usually,
it's celebrated in Texas, marks the first anniversary of the day that African Americans were first learned of the Emancipation Proclamation, more than 2 years after it was issued. So look at Texas being a shithole state again. Hey, if there's any listeners from Texas, stop listening to my podcast. I don't want you listening to it. I said it. I said it.
spicy.
Anyways, um, this is you fucking crybabies that we can't do horns down now or it's a penalty. All right. So
Did you see Baker Mayfield's tweet about it?
yes, I shared it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. It was just like censorship
By the weak-minded or something?
Yeah, weak-minded. Yeah, some shit like that.
That was
Stupid
funny.
Texans. God, I hate Texans.
Yeah,
Anyways.
let's throw the wall. It's great.
Hell yeah. You know, if you hit a piece of chicken so many times, it'll cook it.
Not as fast as other kinds of protein, though.
We should test that out one day.
Just repeatedly slap a piece of chicken until it cooks itself.
Yeah, because it builds up enough. I remember this was a thing.
Like kinetic energy to cook
Yeah.
it. I feel like you would tear it apart before it actually cooked. You just like rub your hands on it and just friction cook it.
It would require 460 to 920 punches to reach the temperature where it would be safe to eat.
What? How many?
460 to 920 punches.
Okay, several questions are coming from that.
But that would be from an Olympic boxer. So
and just like consistent punching.
Yeah, there's like no weakness from it, and you have to do it like speed bag it.
Yeah. I'm good.
Stupid. Anyways,
somebody's tested that somewhere, and I
I know they did because that was the big thing. It was like 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't guess I even know about it, so I'm behind the ball.
Anyways, all right, let's go ahead and. Did you look up the article I linked?
I saw you put it on here, but I haven't actually clicked on it.
All right,
I just got done eating and jumped straight in.
Oh, okay. All right. So topic 2 this week is literally today. Valve released its new handheld gaming device, which is basically a handheld PC, like not a laptop, handheld piece, like a Switch, but you can't take the handles off of it, and it'll run. It's called Steam Deck, and it'll run every game on Steam, but it also runs a OS of Linux that will also have you be able to play any Windows. I think like not any, but most Windows games on it. So I think this is a perfect competition for the Nintendo Switch, where it released its OLED screens, raising the price of the Switch by $100 and calling it good, and that's it. What do you think about that, Conan Jones?
So I'm just kind of looking at it. I'm trying to see expected order availability, a 64 gigabyte version in Q1 of 2022. Q2 has a 256 gig. Q3 is a 512 gigabyte version. So you can play have 2 games on it at a time, sounds like.
Well, if you so the thing is, you can increase the the storage space with a micro SD card.
Okay, so that's helpful at least.
So you can get a tera. I think you can get a terabyte SD card for
Probably about $100 or something if I was guessing.
yeah,
Maybe. Because I would think they're
probably
probably less expensive than the M.2 drives.
it's 200. Well, the one from SanDisk is 200. But still, I mean, that's still like
Yeah, it's still a terabyte worth of stuff. Like,
yeah.
you can reserve for $5 deposit. They were immediately overwhelmed with servers when the reservation page went online.
All right, so let's look at these specs on this Steam Deck. Okay,
Yeah,
so
okay,
it's
yeah, I'm trying to find. Go ahead.
okay. So the CPU is an AMD Zen 2. No, not bad. Core count is 4 core, 8 threads. Okay. GPU's 2.4 to 3.5 gigahertz. The GPU's a AMD RDNA 2, which that one's not. I think that's comparable to a 1060. I think. Am I right on that?
RDNA 2 GPU comparable comparison.
I think it's a compared to 1060. I think.
RDNA 2 graphics card, ray tracing. Blah. Go ahead. I'm gonna look at this while you're talking.
Okay. The clocking speed is 1 to 1.6. That's good. The big thing is what I'm really surprised with. It comes with 16 gigabytes of RAM, like built into it, and you know, wouldn't expect that with a handheld like that. So it's going to be able to run stuff, pretty handily.
Yeah.
The storage we already went through that. The display is a 7-inch LCD touchscreen. I didn't know that. So it's a touch screen. It's a 1280 by 800 and a 60 hertz refresh rate. Typical audio stuff. It has a USB. Oh, you can connect it with USB too. Um, Battery's a 40-watt size. We already went over that. It's a little bit over. It's a little bit under 1.5 pounds, which that's not bad either for all like how kind of beefy.
It looks pretty solid. Like,
Yeah.
so looks like your comparison. Go
ahead. What's the comparison?
Your comparison. It looks like it's relatively comparable to the GeForce RTX 2080 Ti. Which scores around a 390 FPS on this test, and this card scored a 471, so it's about 20% better than a 2080 Ti.
Damn, that's almost as good as mine.
It's exponentially better than what I'm running right now. So I mean,
this is what you should get. This is cheaper than like what you got, because the thing is, you could connect it. It'll come with a docking station that you have to buy later that you could connect your stuff to it.
Yeah, because the 64 gig version is scheduled to be $400, $530 for the 250 gig, $650 for the half terabyte. I mean, it's not horrible. Like,
the more we going over this, the more it sounded like a good deal. Like, this is literally a portable PC, like that has a screen. And the one thing I don't like about it is the analog controller and the buttons, or like the button layouts. I don't like. I do like that the below each Joy-Con or joystick thing is touchable mouse pads, like on both sides. So that's gonna be nice.
Because that was my other thought too. Because like Steam games are obviously from Steam and intended to really kind of be played with mouse and keyboard. So like, I will be interested to see how that kind of plays out. Like, especially with me who have big old hands. So for size comparison, it's a bit bigger than a Switch. The Steam Deck is a couple inches wider, half an inch taller, considerably thicker, and a bit heavier. So, like, I've held a Switch before, and I could not imagine myself playing on a Switch for very long just because of how small it is in my hand. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
Okay, well, you gotta think of it like this, though. Think of it like this. You don't necessarily have to use this as like the handheld part of it could just be literally on the go if you got to take care of something, like or like going on vacation or something like that.
yeah,
Like you could just, I think it could just be like turning into like your next like PC kind of deal, like. Because I mean, the stats are there for it. It's gonna have a docking station to where you could hook up a display to it and mouse and keyboard and everything to it, and it's gonna be have an operating system on it that could download anything from Windows. Because like I'm reading on it is like can it do more than just Steam games? It's you can install Windows on the Steam Deck. You can install Epic Store, Xbox Game Pass. So basically, any game on Windows you can play on this.
Hmm.
The more we're talking about this, the more I'm like interested in
I'll
it.
put my name on the list.
Not for $5. I'm not.
I'm gonna pay you now to pay you more later.
Yeah, but they said it might even get VR later. It's not optimized for it now though. But
Yeah. So it's slated to release at the holiday this year.
yeah, Christmas, like 4 months or 5 months from now.
So
That's crazy.
the only thing I'm gonna go back to is kind of my fail for the week in pricing out GPUs. Like that seems like if this card that's in it, or at least the components anyway, are comparable to a 2080, like I feel like they're still gonna hit the issues with pricing and availability and all that sort of stuff that general population is hitting with regular ass graphics cards.
Well, maybe the thing is that companies have to have set prices, sort of deal, while secondhand market doesn't have to. You know what I mean?
Not particularly.
I mean, I don't know. Like maybe there's an agreement that like they can only sell the GPUs to them for such a price that to make it manageable or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So like if
Like they have a written contract before all this stuff happened.
if Steam had a contract with the factory that makes the stuff or something like that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's my
Yeah,
reason behind it.
Yeah.
I think why it's so cheap.
I don't really understand. I don't know the business side of that, obviously, but
Yeah, I don't either. But
I mean, I'm definitely interested to see what this is about. Like, I'm not gonna be the first in line because it's gonna be the same as every other console release. I'm just gonna call it a console for the sake of argument, but like, first generation is gonna have some bugs. Like,
yeah, for sure. For sure.
so I mean, I'd be down to read about it and see what's going on with it as it gets closer. But that's definitely, I was not expecting whenever you said that's what we're talking about. I was like, I don't really know what you're talking about. So there you go.
I'm gonna buy one.
Let's go ahead and spend that money now. Lock in your price
Oh.
now before the card shortage.
Okay, you should get one. Like this could be the answer to your problems. If it's cheap, you could probably run a because you already have to run your external hard drive. So like you could just hook your external hard drive up to that, and then still have slots to run your keyboard and mouse and stuff through.
I don't have an external hard drive.
What you did?
As
Well,
I guess I have
wow.
one. I have one for my laptop that I used to teach with. But
Oh, Because I have an external hard drive. I don't use it, but I
because
have one.
it's literally just backups from all my work stuff, and my Mac is dead in the counter right
Right.
now. So
All right. Well,
yeah,
just don't if you're getting a new thing and you're trying to get like a laptop, then don't get a Razer laptop. The Pro 15s or whatever, their batteries are literally exploding like those phones did back in like
hell yeah,
2015 or 16.
yeah, those old Samsung phones.
Yeah, they're literally exploding like that. And then like dude like opened up the back of the because he was having computer issues. Opened up the back of his computer and his battery was like um bloating. And when he said whenever he pushed into it, he said it felt like macaroni and cheese.
Oh God,
Yeah, just like dude, that's dangerous. Like,
yeah, it is.
and apparently Razer's just like Apple is. They don't like sell replacement parts. They sell a whole new thing to you. I was reading on the website, or I was reading on Reddit. Somebody posted a thing about getting a message from Razer support, and they were just like, "We know you sent this in, but to do the exact testing, we have to send it to a lab for them to test the explosive capabilities of it. So do you consent to this?" Basically, what they're trying to do is destroy the evidence.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
So Razer is also trying to destroy the evidence of these computers being dog shit. I say that as I'm having my Razer headset on with my Razer Naga mouse and my Razer Death Widow keyboard.
Uh, the
Which they make quality stuff. They make quality what's the word? Not extra
peripherals.
peripherals. Yes, they make quality that, but I don't think they make quality computers. I wouldn't buy a computer from them. I definitely wouldn't buy a cell phone from them.
Oh no, not a chance. Like I I wish I would have got a Razer mouse instead of this Corsair one, just because the macro stuff is so wishy washy. But I don't know.
Like the 12 button one on the side, or like what?
Yeah, so like I just have the little 12 buttons on the side just set. Oh my god, I've got so much cat hair in there. Oh
Ew.
god, I've not looked
Ew.
at that. Okay.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Um I got the Corsair one instead of the Razer one whenever I needed to upgrade, and
Yeah.
I just have the buttons set to just be just like the number pad, just mainly for League and just
Yeah,
having
that's what I
different
do too.
profiles set and stuff like that. But it will just randomly not load the macros, and it won't be anything. They're just buttons that don't do anything. And then I have to restart my computer to get it to load. And I can't have my keyboard and mouse plugged in whenever I turn my computer on, or it doesn't let my computer boot.
Yeah.
And I've
Ooh.
tried to find some sort of workaround for it, and I have not been able to find anything. It's just something in the firmware in these products that like fucks up the boot process for Windows. And they're just like, yeah, you just need to get a different keyboard. I'm just like, oh, okay, no, this was like $60. I'm gonna run it into the fucking ground.
Well, okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and jump into our topic 3 this week. Conan, what do you appreciate?
That's what I appreciate
I
about you.
appreciate finding the time code. Um, as soon as I got earlier today, we were planning on recording today at 6, and then I had a family call me and they're like, hey, I got your stuff, like we can meet. I can only meet tonight, and then that's all I can do. will come tonight. And it's like, crap. Well, I got to do what I got to do. So signed up to do that, and then ended up getting like a flat tire on the way home, so they canceled and rescheduled on me. So now we're here, and as soon as I got in and walked in the house, I started drinking a beer, and these twisted teas are pretty tasty. I got to keep that thing on me. Ugh.
We're sponsored by Twisted Tea now.
Yes.
We get sold out. We sold out for a 12 pack. Okay.
It's still that.
I'll tell you, if we ever got a sponsor, we'd instantly be selling. Now it's got to be something we like Jake Ribs. I'd sell out for that. Twisted Tea, I could be on board with that. I'm not gonna sell out for Colgate. I'm not gonna sell out or Tampax or fucking Olive Garden. I'm not gonna sell out for that.
Yeah.
Now, if Whataburger was just hey, talk shit about In-N-Out Burger, sign me up. I'd never been there, but fuck them people. Okay,
it was not what it's hyped up to be. But
whenever we were driving back home from Texas, I think I drove past one, but I was I just wanted to get home. I was tired of driving.
Yeah.
Because I think it was when I passed it, I was 6 hours into my 8 hours drive, and I just wanted to lay down.
Yeah.
Driving sucks.
Yeah.
Well, what I appreciate this week is that I like being able to work from home. I didn't do jack shit this week, feels like, and got 40 hours in. It's nice,
Did your training?
I did my trainings, and here I am. I will say that I had to call the helpline at least 6 times this week, so that sucks. But
what are you having to call the helpline for already?
I got locked into my computer 3 times, and then to get my phone set up. Oh, I finally got my work phone set up. I should probably give you that number so we could talk on there. I don't know when we're ever going to talk on there, but
you just give it to me right now, live on the air.
Okay, so it is 1-800 go fuck yourself.
Write it down.
That is GOFUCKUR self.com.
Proud of you.
Conan Jones, what you been playing this week?
I haven't really had a whole lot of time to play stuff. I played a little bit of that new League mode the other night.
I played 2 games of it. I played 1 game mode of it and I didn't understand it.
Is it on the regular server?
Yeah, I played it. I played Jinzhou with Kazakh's alt.
Yeah.
And I didn't I had to pick between Kazakh's, Zoe, and I think it was it wasn't Morgana. Yeah, it was Morgana. And I was just I can't take Morgana's because whenever I ult, she ult. It just counters it. I can't take Zoe's because that's stupid.
Yeah.
That's going to do nothing for me. So then I took Kazakh's art and it didn't do anything for me either. So, but I still carried the fuck out of that game though.
Hell yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been playing. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying. I think I played. Who did I play? I played as Leona with a Nocturne alt, and went attack speed, attack damage, and the jungler every time I bought an item would just spam ping it. And I'm just I know it's a stupid item. It's the PBE. I'm doing dumb shit. Go to hell.
Yeah.
It's not even the real server. But, yeah, that's neither here nor there. So, what you been playing?
So, World of Warcraft had its new patch come out last week.
Yeah.
9.1 that I've finally been, wanting to do. And, it's been a shit show, but there's been really buggy and stuff, but, we're getting through it. Last night, actually, my group, I run dungeons with, we completed the hard mode dungeon that they released the second week into it, and got the achievement and got the little fancy mount for it.
Yeah.
So we're the first people in our guild to get it. We are also ranked in the world for a dungeon clear. We are ranked 38th in the world for a dungeon clear. Mythic plus dungeon clear.
Jeez, look at y'all go.
And I am also the top rank Blood Death Knight tank on the server.
Look at you go.
So like I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but
Toot.
I'm pretty goddamn good at this game. Pretty goddamn spectacular at this game.
Everybody sucks but me.
Yeah. We cleared the first 10 bosses on normal in the first week, and we're the only guild to do that on their server.
Yeah.
So that's nice. And then like they nerfed the shit out of that boss. So now like everybody's got it, but we got it first without the nerfs. So we get to say we're top alliance guild, and that's what we've been saying in the trade chat and stuff to like recruit people. It's good times, man. It's good times.
Oh yeah. That's cool.
But all right, man. Let's go ahead and jump into our wins of the week. Conan Jones, what is your win of the week?
So really, I guess my win is not having to go out late on a Friday night. Like, I was really bummed out whenever they called and it's like, hey, you know, we're only available like tonight, and then they got that flat, and I didn't have to go. And it's nice like being home early, even though like I'm able to work from home. I'm just not able to work from home. So,
and I am the exact opposite. Because my win of the week is being able to work from home. It is nice to be able to just sit here and get done with what I need to get done with, and then still I'll be honest, Conan Jones. Past 2 days, I've taken a nap on the clock.
Oh,
like
spicy.
it's been that risky that I just take a nap on the clock. Like, I kind of have this time frame that if I could go to sleep, if I could sleep from like 11 to 1 o'clock, no one's really gonna call me because it'll be too late to go. Like if I get called like on a shadow or something like that, that it'll be too. If they call me at 11, you know they're gonna schedule it for like after lunch, and they're not gonna call me during lunch to do this thing. So I'll just sleep during then and then. And I'll be honest. I work smarter, not harder. Okay, I am not a hard worker, but I'll get stuff done whenever I need to. Okay.
You're in such a weird spot right now because, like we talked about earlier, you don't really have a whole lot to do. Like, so enjoy it while it lasts. I'll say.
I will.
I'll say that.
I don't even know when I'm going to core, but I imagine next week I can still just do the same thing. I do have to go in on Thursday. We have a mandatory office hour thing. We're having a meeting and stuff. But one day out of the week, you'll
be all right.
I'll be all right.
Yeah, because this was one of those things. Like I just don't have the control power to not dick around whenever I'm at home. So I'll just kind of save myself and just go to the office since I have an office and a desk that's my own. So
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's pretty good. All right. Well. Yeah. Well, thank you guys very much for listening. You can follow us on Twitter, SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, and Spotify at lowscalegaming. If you have a question or something you want us to talk about on our next podcast, go leave us a tweet or email us at lowscalegaming@gmail.com. But thank you guys again. And remember, have a great day and a better tomorrow.